ever get that that feeling like your phone's listening, like it knows what you're going to do before you do it?
Yeah.
That's AI, right? And today it's about way more than just like asking Alexa for the weather or whatever.
Right.
We're going deep on AI. Like, what happens when it starts making choices for us, not just with us?
Yeah.
Our guide for this deep dive is Yuval Noah Harari
Oh, good one.
and his book, Nexus.
It's a good one, that book.
Yeah.
What I find so interesting about Harari is he really makes you think past the easy part of AI,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's cool. It's convenient.
It is, yeah. Like, I love that my navigation app can get me through traffic.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But then Harari's like, hold on a second. What happens when that same AI is picking what you buy online or even who you vote for?
Whoa, okay, that's a whole other level.
It gets kind of scary then, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. So is AI going to be like some rogue force, like Frankenstein making our decisions for us?
It's not Frankenstein exactly, but
True.
Harari uses this great comparison, The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Okay.
The magic gets out of control. It's like that. We're building these crazy complex AI systems, and they can do amazing things, but, well, there's always that chance of things going sideways.
So we might lose control.
It's a risk. And the thing is, it's not, some far-off sci-fi thing. It's already happening. Harari talks about how it's in loan approvals.
Really?
Yeah, and like the algorithms companies used to go through job applications.
Huh.
Even in the justice system, in some places.
I had no idea. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's like when your navigation app takes you on this detour,
Right.
this way you've never been. It's handy, but you're trusting it big time.
And that's it, right? That's the point.
Yeah.
Just like that app, AI is shaping our choices every day. It's not always obvious, but it's there. Think about what you see online, the news.
Right.
It's algorithms deciding a lot of that, picking what we see first.
Which brings us to data, doesn't it? Because AI learns from data, right?
All of it.
So if the data's messed up...
Harari's really clear on this.
Yeah.
Bad data means bad AI. It can be biased. It can be incomplete.
Hold on. So if the data is flawed, the AI's decisions are going to be flawed too.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is a huge concern, especially in, like, healthcare. They're using AI more and more there, which could be amazing, right?
Yeah, faster diagnoses, catching things doctors miss.
Right. But if the AI makes a mistake because the data's messed up, imagine that in healthcare.
Oh, that's scary.
It's a real concern.
So we've got AI, this crazy powerful tool, but it depends on data, which might not be reliable. And it's already like woven into our lives. Are we headed for a future where algorithms are in charge?
That's the question Harari's asking in Nexus.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not necessarily like AI going rogue, becoming self-aware or whatever.
Like the Terminator scenario.
Not exactly. It's about the sneaky ways AI can change how we behave, like without us realizing it. Think about how these tech companies, they use algorithms to tailor your online experience.
You mean like my Google searches, what I buy on Amazon, they're tracking that to figure out what I'll do next.
Exactly. And then those predictions, they change what you see, even what you think you want. It's constant. And most of the time we don't even notice. That's why Harari's book is so important. It's a wake-up call.
So it's like we're handing over control little by little without even realizing it.
It's the thing, it's subtle. It's not always about, controlling our every move, but nudging us in certain directions.
Like those targeted ads we all make fun of.
Exactly. Only this is bigger. It's shaping our preferences, our desires, maybe even what we value.
Which I guess brings us back to Harari's big warning, right? It's not that AI is evil, it's that we're like sleepwalking into this future where it has so much power over us. So we're like sleepwalking into this future with all these algorithms calling the shots. What do? Throw our phones away, delete all our accounts, live off the grid.
Harari's not saying we need to go full Luddite or anything. He knows AI's got potential, big potential. But he keeps saying we need this, what's he call it? Conscious evolution.
Conscious evolution. Okay, that sounds kind of deep. What's that mean?
It means waking up to what's happening, basically. We've got to learn about this stuff, how these AI technologies actually work, know what they're good at, what their limits are, and really think about how they can change our lives.
It's like you wouldn't let someone drive your car if they'd never been behind the wheel, AI should be like that too, right? We got to be careful.
Exactly. Boundaries, man. We got to set boundaries. Figure out the ethics, make sure we're the ones in control, not the algorithms. We got to shape this thing, not let it shape us.
It's kind of scary, all this AI stuff. But then when you put it that way, it's like, whoa, we can actually do something about it.
For sure. We're not just helpless.
Yeah.
It's not like we got to just sit back and take it. This is about taking charge, making sure AI helps people, not the other way around.
This deep dive has been, I don't know, it's eye-opening. We talked about how AI could make choices for us, maybe without us even knowing, and like being aware of that, making sure there are rules around AI so it's ethical. But this brings up a big question, right? If algorithms are calling the shots more and more, if they're like shaping our choices, what does free will even mean anymore?
$1 million question right there. I bet philosophers are going to be arguing about that for like forever. I mean, if the things we want, the stuff we believe in, even our values, if those are being messed with by algorithms, where does that leave us? Do we even have a choice anymore?
It's a total mind bender because on one hand, AI is awesome, right? It can make life easier, connect us to tons of information. It could solve some huge problems even. But then there's that other side, the control thing, like you were saying, being independent, actually being human when machines are getting so smart.
That's the core of it, yeah. AI is not just changing tech, it's changing us. And we got to take that seriously.
Thinking back on Nexus, it's really not about like robots taking over or anything like that. It's way more subtle than that.
Yeah, it's that invisible hand, right? Changing things without us even realizing. And that's what makes Harari's message so important, so timely, I guess. We got to pay attention.
We can't just let algorithms make all the decisions, right? We got to be involved, set the rules, make sure AI is ethical, all that. Otherwise, we're just along for the ride.
Exactly. It's about taking back control, realizing we have choice in how we use this tech, how much power we give it.
Okay, so where does that leave us? What's the main thing for our listeners to take away from all this?
I'd say it starts with awareness. You can't fix a problem you don't know about, right? That's why these conversations, digging into these big ideas, it's all so important.
This deep dive has been, honestly, a little mind-blowing. I bet a lot of our listeners are out there thinking, whoa, I need to pay attention to this AI stuff. Because the future of AI, it's not something that just happens to us, right? We're building it every day, whether we know it or not.
And if we do it right, if we're aware, we can build a future where AI makes us better, not, the opposite. A future where it helps us be more human, not less.
That's a future I can get behind. So, listeners, one last thought before we go. Next time you're on an app doing a search, asking Alexa a question, take a second. Think about what's happening behind the scenes. The data, the algorithms, how it's all shaping your choices, even your beliefs. Because in the age of AI, being aware, that's our superpower. And the future is what we make it.